moment?
No, obviously we'd love to beat them 2-0 now to draw the series. That's everybody knows that. Between us and them it's always 2-3 points, and it's always a really tight game that side when we play them there. They definitely was in the mood of, listen, this is our last game of our season. After this we've got 5 weeks break, and the way they came out firing, we expected that, but they really were good in that first half, and at the end it was a really good drop goal, well executed, and we couldn't stop that. I thought we did fight back really well in the second half. It wasn't good enough, and that's why Ireland's one of the top teams in the world.
Rassie, you must be happy with the performance of Shasha having replaced Willie just after 2 minutes.
Yeah, I think when Willie's there, our attack do function a bit better. But Sasha definitely brings something else to the game, which is individual brilliance, which is not always structural stuff. He certainly did not look out of his place, only playing his 3rd game, I think. So yeah, definitely next week we got to pick a totally different team. Our team has been announced internally. The boys who's played here today will help them till Wednesday to prepare for Portugal. Then they'll have a 10-day break. So yeah, we'll put a few other guys as well and try and see if we can get the same out of them what we got out of Sasha today.
Rassie, just speaking about attack, and apart from obviously the disruptive injury to Willie, if you could just tell us why Willie went off, but then also it just seemed like the attack didn't quite have the same spark tonight as it did last week. What were the reasons for that?
I would say it was almost the same as Ireland. It was drop goal that made the difference, and one very good inside pass like the previous week. More or less the same move that really cost us early in the game. But no, I think Willie's vision and Willie's feel for the game. He's maybe not the youngest and the fastest anymore, but he's definitely somebody who links the 2 wings and the centre very well with each other. But yeah, again, what Sasha, it's sad to lose, not nice, and I know as we are disappointed, a lot of the fans will be really disappointed as well. But I wouldn't say positives, but I will say the experience that Sasha felt against a team which is really well organized, which ranked in the top 1, 2 always in the world last couple of years. You will take that and you will use that in going forward, and when a guy like Gaza comes back and Kanan comes back, it's going to be really interesting to see how they fight for those different spots. But your question, Willie, is also you got concussion.
So yeah, you guys had momentum on your side. You fought back extremely well, and 24-19 up. How did you guys? How do you think you guys lose that momentum? Is it anything that you specifically did wrong, or is it just a matter of Ireland being a great team? Perhaps a combination.
No, as Coach said at the beginning, the way we started obviously wasn't ideal. We were completely different to what we were last week, and they were basically setting the tone for the game, which last week wasn't like that. But the guys that came on, they definitely made a difference to fight back to get where we were. And I thought we took the opportunities when we had them, but as you said, they're a good team, they were always going to fight back, and we knew the motivation they had behind them, last game of the year and everything like that. But there's so much we can improve as a group. I think each individual, we're going to look at ourselves and make sure that this feeling is not nice. We would have loved to win, but yeah, hopefully we can rectify it.
Rassie, were you impressed by Ireland's composure at the end, given the difficulties they've had in the scrum to manage to get field position?
I'm very impressed, even with the way 78 minutes on the clock, they've got a middle scrum inside the own 22. We tried to put the heat on, they handled that. Did a really well organized move to the left hand side and covered it out. And we had to take the ball out eventually, and then they got a line out from there. And then very well set up drop goal, so that's what you expect from a team like that. we thought when we were there, we would try a similar thing, but unfortunately we didn't have the scrum. But I wasn't surprised about that. That's what Ireland do. That's why Ireland are such a consistent team, and I feel there's almost nothing that we could do apart from trying to scrum them. If we couldn't rush under the fence right there, they would have cut our line there and don't score a try. And then it was a brilliant, I don't know, I'm not sure who put the grubber through, but that was a well executed grubber, and then we got tackled out, and then the drop goal was set up, so very, very well done by them.
Rassie, does this feel like the island of the World Cup 2020 what you face tonight? Do you feel, do it remind you of that game in New York?
No, it reminds me of the last 4 games we played against them. You know, the previous was 3 points, and then it was 3 points in 2022, I think. It was at the World Cup. It was I can't remember how many points it was there. Yeah, 5 points, 5 points there, and then it was 7 points last week, and this week it was 2 points. 1 point, 1 point. You know, so you know, consider you a sad face and think out excuses, but the best team won on the day. You know, I thought the referee was good. I think the areas where we thought they would really cover us was the breakdown. I think he refereed that well. I think he refereed the scrums well. I just think Ireland really, at the end when it mattered, we fought back from a long way at half time, and we really converted when we had to. But just that last minute, they did better than us.
Rassie, the lineouts malfunctioned a little bit at times today. I think late in the first half, early in the second half, lost a couple of crucial ones there. Is that an area of concern? And the lineout maul didn't really get going.
Yeah, Ireland maul, Ireland, we don't actually want to maul against Ireland because Ireland is very technical at the mauls, and they've got a very unique way of stopping mauls. Not a lot of teams get a lot of, you know, good results from mauling. So mauling wasn't really a plan of our game. I don't think we lost that many lineouts. I think we also put them on as much pressure at the lineouts, and when coaching against Paul O'Connell, you're always under pressure there. I thought our options from the lineouts could have been better. Our attacking plan from the lineouts could have been better. Yes, so no, it was a quality team who put pressure on us, and I actually thought with Urban Blood and then Arke going on and then Salman and then Blood again, I think they were good at every single time, and you jumper there at the line out, and no, it was just well played by Ireland. It wasn't perfect, but it wasn't the main concern of the game. I think the main concern is that first half.
Rassie, the injury to Sos, I mean, that obviously you had a bad luck, you know, with Billy, and then do you think that was also quite a big one?
Yeah, you know, it probably was, but I can talk about Luot not being here and Gaza not being here and them losing their hooker, and you know, the guys on the field is the guys who must play the game, and those are the guys that you picked. You do lose continuity, and in certain areas, as he rightly asked, you lose your attacking ability with one specific player because he's a little bit built around him, but that's what the other player then learns from it. So definitely, it didn't influence our 6-2 split because we didn't even use all our reserves today. The game was just a stop-start. HIA, So's got a bad knock on the knee, and then Malcolm's knee was a bit worrying. He was hobbling after that incident there. Yeah, but I mean, the guys on the pitch are the guys that we picked. They must stand in when the other guys get injured, and they must do the job. And we as coaches must get them to feel comfortable enough and confident enough to do the job.
Last English question, Kate, and then guys we're moving to Afrikaans and is it Kosa? Because then Ireland have to come.
Sia, how much does this hurt? And if it does, can you maybe explain why?
It's always hurts when you lose a game, but obviously today, you know, the way we lost it as well, I think we only got ourselves to blame by the way we started. The guys that started, you know, somewhere on fire, and you know, we weren't all on the same page or firing at exactly the same time. but you also give credit to the guys that came on and they fought their way back. And you know, we would have loved to win a series at home. I mean, the people have been amazing in coming to the games and supporting us, you know, and yeah, we would have definitely, it would have been really good to win it, but you know, we're hurting, but we're not dead. We'll come back again and we'll fight again going forward.
Rassie, dis my gevoel of die bokke gesit het om vir die hoërskop en meer geding as die bokke skop het amper gelyk vir Iran te meer vorm is dit alles raai.
Afrikaans. Ja, dis 'n baie goeie taktiek van hulle. Hulle vorm so amper sê ek so emmertjie om die lou by die bal vang daarso en dan kan jy vreelie daardeur gaan nie, maar ek dink ons moes daar 'n taktiek verander en eerder nie daar geskop het nie, want die manier hoe hulle amper daai vakuum vorm vir daai ou om in te spring. Want daar hardloop jy ook en daai ouens vas, dan sit jy speel die man sonder die bal. So dis goeie coaching van alle kante af en dis iets wat jy eenvoudig net jy moet basies oor hulle spring of om hulle hardloop om waar te kom en jy mag dit nie doen nie. So nie, hulle mag dit nie doen nie, hulle het net baie goed gedoen en ons kon dit nie goed handle nie.
Good telling me as players to see the impact that you've made in South Africa. The current generation, there's a lot of players that want to play rugby now because of what you've achieved in the last 5 or 6 years.
No, obviously siyavuya kakhulu abantu abaninzi bafuna udlala irugby. That's why benithetha, I think iveki ezi-2 ezipheleleyo xa ubona umuntu ofana nawe edlala esi sport and yile nto siyifunayo thina. That's why ibaluleke kakhulu thina singayekeleli kasoloko sinikelela yonke into ngamandla ethu xa sidlala, because sifuna abantu abaninzi bazodlala umbhoxo, whether ngamantombazana, abantwana abancinci okanye ngamakhwenkwe. So ibaluleke kakhulu and siyavuya and inyanzeleke ukuthi sibasupport thina, make sure kule platform sikuyo sinayo sikwazi uyisebenzisa sincede abanye abantu, especially ke ndawo sisuka kuzo.
Siya ungathi kwenzeke into namhlanje?
Khasiqale kahle, khasiqale hlobo besiqale ngayo kule bhekpheleyo and sibethe kakhulu because baze ngamandla thina, you know, mhlawumbe bengumuntu oyi-1 okanye ngowesibini abe singangeni sonke ngala mgangatho besingayo kule bhekpheleyo and awukwazi ukulwa usuke emva koko umane bayeke basanzisa isikoro. Kodwa into evuyisayo la madoda angenileyo kumjikelo wesibini ibinhle kakhulu ukubona umsebenzi awenzileyo and then abantu bafana nosashe ehlobo badlala ngalo, but yeah, kuzonyenzela ukuthi xa sidlalayo vele sithi make sure umgangatho wethu from uqala into match iyophela uyafana.
Yakhala?
Umna?
Mina nje.
Of course ibuhlungu le nto yenzekileyo namhlanje and sifuna would make sure and the feeling is outside sithi sidlale vele because mhlawumbe abanye bethu abazodlala kwebhekzayo and nenze ezinye imatch ezizayo. It's not that siyakhala siva kabuhlungu, so kwenyenze siphinde siphakama sifana.
Yini enhle siyanithatha kule mdlalo emibili nidlaleni Ireland ilungiselele iPortugal ukulandelayo?
Ngizathi kule vephi ehlobo siqale ngalo namhlanje, ehlobo sivale ngalo bese ehlobo siyithiwe ngalo ibibuhlungu kakhulu. Nala madoda angenayo sanduqala afumana amathuba abo ehlobo wasebenzisa ngalo and le experience lamava bawufumanayo kwezi game yasifundisa kakhulu.
Siyangazi sike sakubuza before igame ukuthi uzizwa kanjani ukuya la Kings Park uzodlala, but ubungakadlali igame, now that usuyithole opportunity ube ama-memories ake abuya ngethatha usadlala khona la ekhaya, especially when usuzwa ama-fans the way ababekhuzela ngakhona nakhaya?
No, when bengivuya ukubona esho abantu basebasemva kwethu and for not just for him, for i-team yonke. And yeah, ibalulekile kakhulu thina ehlobo sidlala ngalo, sidlala kuzo zonke isithi apha eMzantsi Afrika and abantu basedebeni bephuma namhlanje le nto ibuhlungu kakhulu. I-support esifumanayo abantu base-South Africa and ehlobo siqale ngayo imatch yethu esifisa kabuhlungu and siyayazi uba siba-disappointile because abantu abaninzi ithemba labo lilapha kuthi, but sisaphinda siphakame vele aphelanga. So from Pretoria nalapha siyavuya kakhulu nge-support esisifumanile.
Rassie, eerstens hoeveel seer maak hierdie verloor en tweedens wat beteken dit in die planne vir die seisoen, die res van die internasionale seisoen?
Nee, ons is net gelukkig om 'n jaar te hê na World Cup jaar om te probeer beter raak en ek dink die laaste week die laaste week het ons hulle gewen en hulle het ons hierdie week gewen. So dis 'n elk reeks draw. Teen 'n span wat definitief altyd daar in die top 1-2 span van die wêreld is. En het was met 'n drop goal aan die einde gewees, jy weet, so as jy drop goal mis, het almal hier gesit en smile en gesê hoe goeie comeback was dit. So mense moet maar 'n bietjie onemosioneel daarna kyk. En om teen enige span te verloor is vir ons sleg. Ek weet nie hoekom mense altyd dink as dit teen Ierland is dit so ekstra sleg nie. Dis altyd sleg. Dis nooit lekker nie, maar mense leer ook baie want so jong fly af hier om hy drop goal oor te sit met 'n scrum wat ook vars op is, wat hulle ingeroep het van die toer af is baie goed. En mense leer ook uit. Jy sien maar jy's kyk hoe goed kontrol hy ook die game op baie stadium van die veld. En dan in dieselfde asem as hulle dalk dit gedoen het en die skop was mis, hadden ons allemaal hier gesit en juig gesê ons het Ierland 2-0 gewen. Maar nou is dit 'n draw en as hulle tevrede is daarmee, ek dink hulle sou graag 2-0 wil wen en ons sou graag 2-0 wil wen. So ek dink dit is so 'n bietjie van ons albei spanne so bitterpil in die bek.
Thank you guys, thank you very much. Ireland will come in and then we will bring in Ox and Sam.